it's Elisa Farigi from Think Autism, and this week I want to give you a tip on communication. And so we're going to be looking at how you can use your communication so that it really helps your child to think more for themselves, so they become a more mindful person. Now, one of the main ways that you can do this is actually by changing the way that you're using your communication. So wherever you're using instructions and questions, what you need to do is turn those around. Think about how they can actually become statements or comments, and then they actually serve as an indirect prompt for your child to be able to think more for themselves. So if I was to put this into an example for you, if the instruction was pick up your coat, instead of giving that instruction, you could turn that into a number of different comments and statements that would serve as an indirect prompt. And so you would use something like, oops, your coat's on the floor, or this is where the coats go. So you can see how turning those around into a statement means that you're not telling your child exactly what to do, and they have to think a little bit more for themselves on what you are meaning and what you're intending and what they need to do about it. Now, don't be surprised if they don't do anything about it, because they may be very used to just being told all the time what they need to do. And so what I want you to do is get familiar with changing your own communication style, practice it, brainstorm some different strategies and comments and statements that you can use, and put them into place. When you say them, I just want you to wait. So let your child process what's been said, and they might do something about it and they might not. But either way, that's absolutely fine. We just have to learn to accept that they're taking in that information, and sooner or later, once they've organised it, then they're going to begin to use that information. You could also help them, once you've waited for that time, you could also help them by repeating the same comment or the same indirect prompt, or you could use a new one, a different one, to encourage them to think about it in a different way. And ultimately, you could also help them physically to be able to do it. Not in a way that says, I told you to put it away, not like that, but just to show them what to do about it. And so, that's your little tip for today, and have a little think about how you can implement that with your own child and the difference that that can make in helping your child to really think for themselves and become more mindful of their everyday interactions.